Hey everyone. I am just going to do a couple more things to get situated and I'll be right back. I do recommend having two blocks and a strap. If you don't have blocks or a strap, then I suggest maybe a belt and like a stack of DVDs or a large book or something that you can use to kind of hold on to and raise the floor for yourself. So, hey guys, thanks for joining me today. Welcome to the mat and to your practice. Um, I apologize if we're a little backlit. I'm doing class today because we have construction in our living room, so we had to move into the room that I get to use for yoga. So um, bear with me. Might be some birds chirping, some airplanes. I live right next to LAX. Maybe a puppy barking, um, neighbors turning up the radio, etc. But we'll just try to power through it. Oh, I just realized one thing that I forgot. I'll be right back. Just start in a comfortable seat and start focusing on your breath, slowly inhaling and exhaling through the nose. I will be right back. All right. So, sorry about the diversion there. So, let's go ahead and find a comfortable seat if you haven't already. You can sit cross-legged or you can sit on a block, your knees together and your heels by your sides, and then allowing your hands to rest on the tops of your thighs. You can go palms up or down, whatever feels most comfortable for you. You can let your eyes drift closed, and then glide the shoulders up to your ears, and then roll them down your back and away from your ears. Let them settle in as far down as you can get them. And then put a slight tuck to your tailbone, lifting up through the front of your pubic bone. Get a little bit longer through the spine. And then bring your shoulders over your hips. Might feel like you're leaning back slightly. Lift up through the back of your head and tuck your chin in ever so slightly to your throat. Take a deep inhale here into your belly. Pause full at the top and exhale, sigh it out. Take a few more rounds of breath together, inhaling deeply into your belly. Pause full at the top and exhale, sigh it out. When you've finished your exhale, push a little bit more air out at the bottom and then pause empty. When you can't stay empty any longer, allow your belly to fill And the breath will just follow. And when you can't take in any more air, take in just a little bit more. Pause full. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Let our eyes drift open. And remove the block if you're sitting on one. And then let's come to hands and knees in tabletop. So wrists are directly under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. Inhale, drop belly, gaze looks up. Let your heart reach forward between your forearms. And exhale, press the floor away. Lift up through the back of your heart. Chin tucks into your throat, tailbone tucks under. Inhale, belly drops, maybe your elbows bend back like the bones. Lift your gaze, and then reach your heart forward through your biceps. Exhale, press the floor away. And inhale, drop the belly. You can exaggerate the movement. You can even start to roll out your spine a little bit. That feels nice. Barrel rolling. But connect your movement to your breath. We'll take a few on our own. You can change directions if you're rolling. And then come back to neutral. You can tuck your toes if you haven't already. And then reach your right arm forward like you're going to shake someone's hand in front of you. And then hover your left knee off the ground. Check in with your wrist and your right knee. See if you can kind of square off again if you've become imbalanced. Draw the belly button in towards your spine. And then extend the left foot back, toes flex back towards your shin. Reach the right hand forward, get long through the back of the neck, and draw your belly up towards your spine. See if you can get a little flatter through your back. Bend your right elbow, tuck it behind your head, and then bend your left knee. Sole of your foot reaches up to the sky. Hug the left hip into the midline, the right shoulder into the midline. And then connect your elbow to your knee beneath you. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, round the spine, connect knee to elbow. Press the floor away. Take a few more of these, connecting your movement to your breath. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, round your spine. Connect elbow to knee. Inhale up. And exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, back up. And then drop the knee, drop the right hand. Press the floor away from your hands. Your hips can reach out, arms stretch forward. Shoulder blades slide down. And then come back up to tabletop. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. And then hug everything into the midline. So both shoulders are kind of squared. You know what's coming next. So hug that right hip into the center as you lift the left hand. Reach it forward, get long through the back of the neck. And then flex the toes, tuck them under, lift the knee up, and reach that right heel up for the sky. Get a little longer. Hug the right hip into the center, left shoulder into the center. And you should feel your core activate here. Draw the belly button up towards your spine. And hold it here for a moment. Take a nice deep inhale. And then on your exhale, round your spine, press the floor away. Oh, sorry, I forgot to have you connect your hand to the back of your head. So let's do that. Left hand to the back of your head. And then on your exhale, round the spine, elbow to knee. Go nice and slow so that if you get wobbly, you can catch yourself here. And then inhale, lift up. Hug everything into the midline. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift up. And then drop the right knee, the left hand. Walk the hands out about a foot in front of you. And then tuck the toes and the hips up and back for our first down dog of the day, or of our practice, current practice now. So just taking a moment to find our alignment here. Bring your feet about 2 fists distance apart, about inner hips distance. Heels disappear behind your toes. It's okay if your heels don't reach all the way down to the mat. You can bend your knees here to bring the floor a little closer if that feels good for your hamstrings. And then send your sit bones up a little bit higher. And this might mean pressing the floor away from your hands. Draw the belly in and up. Stitch the front ribs together. And then notice if you can bring your back pockets towards your shoulders towards your back pockets. And then rotate your upper outer arms down so that your elbow creases rotate forward. Having done all of that, bring your ears between your biceps. Send your gaze back between your feet. And then do it all again. Lift the sit bones up. Press the floor away from your hands. As you lift the sit bones, can you glide your shoulders into your back pockets, away from your ears? Rotate your upper outer arms down, elbow creases forward. And then really root down through your index finger and thumbs, pressing the floor away. Get a little bit longer, bringing your ears between your biceps. Take a couple breaths here. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And then at the bottom of your exhale, walk 1 foot at a time forward. And then forward fold, maybe your big toes touch, heels slightly apart. Fingertips to shins or to the mat. Inhale, look up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Palms circle up and around, kiss at the top. And then exhale, drag your hands down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then exhale, swan dive down. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, and then your left. And pause here in high plank. Bring your heels over your toes. Again, rotate your upper outer arms back. Elbow creases roll forward. Root down through the thumb and the index finger. And then tuck your tailbone under. Draw the pubic bone up towards your heart. See if you can reach your heart forward, your head forward. Tuck the chin in like you're holding an avocado. And pause here. Keep breathing. Can you soften the muscles around your eyes? Can you return to your breath? And then on your next exhale, bend the elbows back by your ribs and pause in chaturanga, low plank. Flip your left foot, then your right. Inhale, send your heart up and forward. Lift up through the crown of your head. Pause here for a moment. Roll those shoulder blades down and back. And exhale, send your hips up and back for down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward by your right thumb. Drop the left heel. And then one inhale up for one. Feel the pinky toe edge of the left foot down. Right knee over right ankle. Square your hips to the front. So draw that right hip back, left hip forward. And then one exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward, drop the right heel. Inhale, reach your arms up for warrior one on the left side. And again, seal the pinky toe edge of your right heel, your right foot down. Bring the left knee over the left ankle. Tuck your tailbone. Lift up through the fingertips. And one long exhale, plant the hips, send the left foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And at the bottom of your exhale, you can walk or hop to the back. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, reach your arms up, palms kiss at the top. And exhale, hands are center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, swan dive down. Plant your hands, and this time step your left foot back, then your right. And pause in high plank. Tuck the tailbone. Draw the belly in. Get long through both sides of the waist. Slide the shoulders into your back pockets. See if you can get your heels over your toes. And then press the floor away and see if you can find just a little bit of a gentle rounding between your shoulders. We're going to roll to the outside of the right foot and either step the left foot on top of right, or you can stagger. Reach the left arm up for side plank. Claw the floor with your right fingertips. Give you a little bit more strength. And then see if you can find a little arc. Lifting those hips up to the left. And then let's drop the right knee so that the foot comes off the mat. And then straighten your left leg so that your pinky toe edge is sealed to the mat. Reach your fingertips up. And then extend your left arm overhead. Bring the left palm to the back of your skull. Lift the elbow up. Draw the belly button in. And on your next exhale, crunch down. So elbow points down to the right thumb. Pressing the floor away from the right hand. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, crunch down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, crunch down. Inhale, reach up. And then extend the left fingers. You can put a soft bend in the right elbow and launch yourself up. Left hand comes to left thigh, right arm reaches up. And then extend the right arm down, get strong through the core, control your weight down. Reach the left arm up. And then launch yourself up and over and back down. So we're going to keep doing these drills. If this is hard on your wrist, you can come to a fist on the right hand and then send yourself up and over, back down. Do one more, up and over. Right hand back down. And then plant the right hand. Step the right foot back to meet the left. Plant the left hand, come back to high plank. And exhale, chaturanga. Flip the right foot, then the left. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Let out all the stale air. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, drag your palms down to your heart center. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step your right foot back, then your left. Pause in high plank. And we're going to take it on the other side. So now that you know what's coming, can you mentally prepare yourself to stay present, to really open up through the side body? So stacking heels to the left. Inhale, reach your right arm up. And then see if you can find a little arc, really contracting through the obliques on the left side. Maybe your right arm reaches overhead. Maybe your feet are staggered. Reach the right arm up and then plant the right foot. Bend the left knee. Send it back behind you. Reaching the right arm up. And you might need to adjust so that your knee is directly under your hip here. Reach the right arm overhead. And then bend the right elbow. Let the palm find the back of your head, or that kind of occipital bone, that bone that's at the very base of your skull. And then deep inhale here. Exhale, crunch down. Keep reaching the pinky toe edge of your right foot down and press the floor away from your left hand. Right elbow points to the left thumb. Inhale, reach your arm up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, twist. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, twist. Then inhale, arm up. Reach the right arm up. Send yourself up. Right hand connects to the right leg. Left arm reaches up and over. Giving you a good stretch in the left side ribs. On your exhale, plant your left hand. You can come to fist if that feels better for you. Right arm reaches up and over. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. We'll do one more. Reach the right arm overhead. And send yourself up. And over. Cartwheel your hands down. Come back to high plank. Draw the shoulders over the fingertips and then bend the elbows back. Then the right. Inhale, up dog. Roll over the toes, exhale, down dog. You can step your feet in a couple of inches if that works best for you. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Palms kiss at the top. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms out. Exhale, swan dive down. Plant your hands, step your left foot back. This time, inhale, reach up, crescent pose. Straight into midline, soft bend in the left knee. Point your tailbone down to the left heel. Adjust your yoga pants. Now's a great time. Reach your arms up. Glide your shoulders down the back. And then straighten left leg a bit higher. And on your exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Keep hitting that plant. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Step your right foot back. And inhale up for crescent pose. Again, bring the right heel over the right toes, soft bend in the knee. Tuck the tailbone under so that your tailbone is pointing down to the right heel. And then see if you can draw your belly in. Does that give you a little length to get taller through the sides of the ribs? Can you roll your shoulders down away from your ears? Once you're kind of finding that core strength, straighten the right leg. Hug the hip. Your gaze on subtle back bend. Inhale here. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Drop the left heel. Inhale up for warrior one. Still the outer edge down. We'll stay here for just a couple of breaths. So you might want to find heel to heel alignment. Give you a little bit more space to open the hips. And then see if you can square the hips forward. Can you bend a little bit deeper into the right knee so that it's straight? Reach the arms up. Glide the shoulders down. Connect to your back. Inhale, reach your fingertips up. Exhale, plant your hands. Step your right foot back. And inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Drop the right heel, heel to heel alignment. Inhale, reach up, pinky toe, wedge seat down, hip square forward. Shoulders come over the hips. Shoulders into your back pockets again. Hug the hips into the midline, arms into the midline. Soften the muscles. Inhale, reach the fingertips up. Exhale, plant the hands. Step the left foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. If at any point during practice you're feeling like it's too many chaturangas, you can always skip it all together, meet us in down dog, or if you want to do knees, chest, and chin, that can feel really good. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, step forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Next, send your hips back and bring your knees over your ankles. Lift up all 10 toes and then reach your arms forward. Inhale, lift the belly off the thighs and come up to chair pose. Draw the belly button in towards your spine, get a little longer. Can you shift your weight forward while bringing your knees over your ankles? Can you bend a little bit deeper in the knees, sending your hips down while your fingertips lift up a little bit more actively? These are all rhetorical questions. Sometimes the inquiry is more important than the answer. And inhale, stand up. Reach up, back. And exhale, hands. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, swan dive down. Plant your hands and step your right foot back and then your left. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale your, let's do left leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up for crescent pose. Exhale, drop the right heel. Let's find that heel to heel alignment again. You can also go front heel to center back arch. Just depends on how open your hips are. And you want to get the left knee over the left ankle, shoulders over your hips, outer edge, pinky toe edge of the right foot seals down. See if you can get just a little bit stronger in the legs here. Gaze looks forward over the left middle finger. And what's that right hand doing? Can you lift it up and get a little bit more active? Can your shoulders glide away from your ears? Is this left knee hugging into the midline? If so, let's open it up out to the side. Tuck the tailbone under. And bring your awareness to kind of a grounding energy in the legs here. Can you feel almost a spiraling kind of energetic quality rooting down into the earth through your feet, your contact points? And then can you draw energy from the earth, maybe in the opposite direction, back up? And allow that to create kind of a lifting sensation through your upper body. You're so strong, you're like a tree in the lower body. And the upper body becomes light, almost relaxed. Then inhale, reach your arms up, framing your head. And exhale, hinge forward. It's going to require that you get very strong through the left thigh. Reach that left glute under yourself. And then shift your weight into the right foot a little bit more. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, reverse warrior. You can drop your right hand if you want to, or let's play with core strength a bit and keep both hands reaching back. Inhale, back up to center. Back to warrior two, exhale. And then cartwheel your hands down, frame your left foot, step the left foot back, and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. And then exhale completely before you to the front. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Sit back into your chair. Knees come directly over your ankles. Maybe your 10 toes lift up. Can you distribute the weight evenly through all 4 edges of your feet? And can your hips drop a little bit more? Can your fingertips lift up a little bit more? Deep breath here. And exhale, get out of there, forward fold. Inhale, root down to reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, exhale completely. Press the floor away, up, back, into the inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, step it forward. Inhale, come up to crescent. Hug the right hip into the midline. Square that hip back, left hip reaches forward. And then on your exhale, drop the left, open up to warrior 2 and check your alignment. Get that right heel aligned with the left or to the left center arch. Right knee over right ankle. Pinky toe edge of the left foot seals down so that your ankle bone is reaching back. Bring the knee out from the midline so that it's directly over your ankle. Get a little bit longer through, give your kidneys a little space back there. Energetic spiral that connects you to the earth, that roots you down, gives you strength. And once you've done that, find its counter. Let energy come up through the earth and give you levity. Fingertips float, shoulders down from the back, a little lighter through the crown of the head. Maybe you get that sensation in the roof of your mouth that when you're falling asleep. Look up. Before you transcend this world. And then next inhale, exhale, reach both fingertips up to the right, upper right corner. It can be an imaginary corner. Curve that right glute under you. Tailbone point down. A little longer through the right ribs. And then inhale back up. Of course, you can take breaths in between. Exhale. Exhale, open up. Warrior 2. One breath here. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step your right foot back and chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, at the very bottom of your exhale, step up to the front. Inhale, half lift. Flat back, fingertips to your shins, peace fingers to the mat. Let's take a couple of breaths here. So tuck your chin into your throat like you're holding an avocado. Reach the crown of your head forward as you draw your sit bones back. Weight shifts forward slightly. We tend to root down through the heels here. And this will give you a little bit more length in the hamstrings. Long through the sides of the waist. And exhale, fold forward, soft bend in the knees. Let your head hang. Root down through your feet to reach up. Arms circle around and up. And exhale, hands to your heart center. Inhale, reach your arms up. And fix up your touch your tailbone. Heart open here, but exhale, forward fold. The bottom of your exhale, plant your hands. Lift up through the back of your pressing the floor away so that your feet levitate as you pop back, elbows. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Press the floor away. Reach your heels to the mat. Send your hips up, up, up. And then glide the shoulders up your back, ears between your biceps. Take a moment to roll out your head here. Yeses and nos can feel really good in this position. And then inhale, bend your knees. Exhale fully, step or hop forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sit up and back for chair. Send the hips back and down. Reach the arms up. And then, of course, tuck your chin in like you're holding an avocado. On your next exhale, bring prayer hands to your heart. And let's twist from the belly button to hook the left elbow to the right knee. And then open the heart up to the right. Send the right hip back. Hug it into the midline. And then right forearm comes over the left so that you're pressing vertically your right hand down into your left hand back up into your right, and all the while finding a little bit more twist. Maybe your gaze looks up. If it's hard on your neck, it can look down. Notice if your knees are even. And then hover your left foot. Step your left foot back and keep the twist. Drop the left hand inside the right and reach the right arm up. Hug the right hip into the midline, left inner thigh into the midline, and bring the left heel over the toes. Reach the right arm overhead, get long from heel to fingertips. And then reach the right arm back up. Press the floor away from your left hand and come up into twisted crescent pose. Maybe your gaze looks back to your right thumb. Shoulders come over the hips. Inhale, right arm reaches up for crescent pose. And exhale, plant your hands, your right foot back, and chat around it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend knees forward. Bottom of your exhale, step or hop to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, left. Exhale, forward fold. Whoops, I messed up that transition. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, sit your hips back for chair pose. And again, maybe you play with lifting all 10 toes. You want a little bit more challenge, you can sit the hips down, reach the arms up. Keep breathing. Soften your face. And then bring your hands to prayer. On your exhale, hook the right elbow to left knee and twist at the belly button. Hips hug into the midline. Get soft through the toes. Soften the shoulders. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then again, pressing the upper forearm down, lower forearm up. Find a little bit more twist. Hover your right foot and then step it back. Whoop. And if you fall over, that is okay. But see if you can do it nice and slowly. Hug everything into the midline. Take a couple breaths here. Then deeply into that left knee. Root down into the left foot. Inhale. Reach your arms up. Gaze goes back to your left thumb. Oh, I'm doing this opposite. Sorry, guys. Bring your hands back to your heart center. Drop your right hand. Lift your left. You guys are going to leave lopsided and never forgive me. And then inhale, come back up to twist. Open up to crescent. And then exhale, plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let's bend your knees and bring them all the way down to the floor. Stop and take a sip of water. You need to? I do. Okay. And then let's swing the legs out and forward. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, reach forward for the outer edges of your feet. Pull them back. Shoulders glide down. Get a nice long flat back, lifting up through the crown of your head. And hinge yourself forward until your back starts to round. And then let yourself hang over your. You can do yeses and nos. And the thing about core work is that sometimes if we don't have the strength that we need to do some of the poses that we're trying, you can end up gripping and holding on in other parts of the body. It's important that you use props wherever you need them, but also that you just don't yourself. Inhale, sit up, and then plant your hands directly under your shoulders, fingertips pointing to your butt. Toes point down towards the mat, and then inhale, lift your hips, tuck the chin in, press the floor away from your feet and your hands. Lift your hips as high as you can. And exhale, sit down. Sit up nice and tall. Shake out your arms. then we'll do reverse plank again. So plant your hands under your shoulders, fingertips point back. I guess that's forward. Fingertips point forward. Point your toes. And then send your toes to the mat as you lift your hips up. Send your your head back. But imagine you're holding that avocado I talked about earlier, trying not to drop it under your chin. Press the floor away. And exhale, sit down. You can cross your legs. Do a couple of Sufi grinds, rolling out the spine. And then changing directions. All right, and then let's come over our knees and onto our bellies. Come to right arm under behind the left. And release to the right. And then come to you're going to go left behind right. Stay in that pose. I'm just noticing my mic is done. It's lost connection because I was blocking it. So release any tension that you might be feeling in your face, in your neck and shoulders. And maybe you can walk your fingertips out even a little bit more. Maybe after holding this pose for a moment, you found a little bit more release. Relax your jaw. And then walk your right elbow over and then your left. Remove any props that you might have. And then we're going to press our hands into the floor and come up to our knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked. We're going for camel pose. So you know your body better than I do, but we're going to be doing a back bend here. So you might start with your toes tucked so that you can listen and feel what feels right for you. But let's start by, let's say before we put our hands to our hips here, let's Tuck the tailbone under. So you're pointing the tailbone straight down. Pubic bone lifts up towards your belly button, so that you're not sticking your butt out like this, but instead you're tucking it under. And then bring your palms to your upper butt and press your hips forward. Engage your core and your perineum so that you're lifting up and in, like you're trying not to pee your pants. This is going to protect your lower back so that you don't injure yourself in a back bend. And then as you press your hands into your hips, you're not really trying to push them past your knees. You're more just trying to create some leverage to lift up through the back of the heart and reach the elbows back. And then you can stay here. Keep that avocado under the chin. Chin is tucked into the throat. If you want a little bit more, reach your right hand down to your right heel, your left hand down to your left heel. Keep the chin tucked in. Squeeze the back of the heart. Keep the belly button lifting in and up. Tailbone is pointing towards your knees so that you're not blowing out the low back. And you can reach your head back. You can let your head hang back behind you. But if you have neck issues, I don't recommend it. And then rotate your arms so that your upper outer arms rotate back, elbow creases rotate forward. Find a little bit more opening, keeping the hips over the knees. And then to come out of it, one hand at a time goes to your low back. And then one vertebra at a time, send your hips back towards your heels. Sit up nice and tall. You can bring your big toes together. Heels come apart. And reach your arms forward. Forehead comes to the mat for child's pose. Release any tension in your face, jaw, your tongue. Breathe into the back of your neck, sending breath into any tension in your neck, your shoulders. Option to stay here in child's pose, or we can do one more camel pose if you want another back bend. So bring the knees together. Option to tuck the toes. I'm going to go untucked this time so that all 10 toenails are pressed into the floor. My knees are hips distance apart, so really subtle distance there. And then I'm going to sit up nice and tall, tuck the tailbone under, engage my core, bring hands to low back, lift up and out of the heart, reach my head back, reach for the heels. And keep that tailbone tucking under. Keep the shoulders gliding away from your ears. And keep breathing here. When you're ready to come out, let's go opposite hand this time. Left hand to your low back, your glute, and then right hand. And then push the hips back. As you roll up, your head comes up last. Keep the knees together this time and roll forward very slowly. Forehead to the mat. Reach your arms back, palms facing up, for a variation of child's pose that I've heard called seed pose. Shoulders come away from the ears. And just soak up all the sensations. Return to your breath. Maybe your eyes close. Release your tongue from the roof of your mouth and unhinge your jaw. You can find a subtle part in your lips. And then let's slowly walk the hands up under our shoulders and press ourselves up. Rotate your feet around and come onto your back. All the way down. Bend your knees and hug them into your chest. And then extend your right leg. Keep your left knee hugged in. Scoot your hips over to the left an inch or two. And then keeping both shoulders to the floor, drop your left knee over to the right. You can extend your left arm out to the side, palm facing up. Gaze looks over to the left. I like to let my right hand hook my left knee. Creates a little bit more kind of grounding and weight. And then twisting from the belly button. Don't force it. Just surrender here. Allow for a natural opening to occur over the next several breaths. And then on your next exhale, come back to center. Hug the right knee into the left and straighten out your hips. And then straighten the left leg. Scoot your hips over to the right, just an inch or two, and take the twist on the other side. So keeping both shoulders to the floor. Let your right knee drop over to the left. Right arm extends out to the side. Your eyes can close. Breathing deeply here to allow that natural opening to occur. Relax your face. You notice any tension in your body. Send your breath there. You might close your eyes. And visualize your breath dissipating all the tension. And let your next exhale bring you back to center. Hug your left knee in to meet your right. Straighten out your hips. And then flex your toes back towards your shins and grab with your hands the outer edges of your feet. bending your knees down to your armpits. You can press the back of your pelvis down into the floor and kind of rock side to side if that feels nice for your hips. You can play with straightening one leg at a time or both. Maybe you hook peace fingers around your big toes and play with straightening your legs. And you can be playful here. We did a lot of kind of intense standing work and core work today. So I'm going to give you plenty of opportunity to release. If there's anything else that would to do it now, maybe it's an inversion. I'll guide you through shoulder stand. So stretch arms at your over your head. Good. Lift your heels up to the sky, legs up in the air, and then slowly rock your feet up overhead. So this is plow. Your feet don't have to touch behind you. Mine do. Everybody is different. That's okay. But really, your weight is going into your hands, pressing into the floor, into your shoulders, and a little bit into the back of your head, kind of like a long tripod. And then to get into shoulder stand, you're going to bend your arms at your elbows and bring your hands to your back pockets. And then send one leg up at a time. You can kind of play with rolling the shoulders under your neck and point the toes or flex them back. Maybe you walk your hands up your back as you lift your hips. But the weight is really going into your elbows. Just a little bit into the back of your head, and do not move your head or your neck in this position. Just allowing all the blood flow to return to your heart. Keep breathing here. Stay soft in the face. And then let's bend one knee at a time, bringing it down towards your face, keeping the weight in the elbows. Your knees out, pressing your palms into the floor. Slowly, old-fashioned, roll one vertebra at a time until your hips return to the floor and you hug your knees in. Close your eyes and just feel the effects. Notice your physiological change. There's a shift in your consciousness. If you feel different now than you did at the beginning of practice, maybe a weight has been lifted, found some lightness, and all of that grounding down and lifting up. Your knees can rock side to side. And then we'll set up for Shavasana. So you can bring your feet down to the floor and extend your legs out. Let your feet drop off to the sides, arms extend, palms facing up. And then move your shoulders down away from your ears. Allow the weight of the bones in your legs to drop your feet to the sides. The weight of your hips to plant roots on the floor. your shoulders, the back of your head, the backs of your hands, all of the points where you make contact with the earth. Relax your neck, soften your throat. Let your tongue drift away from the roof of your mouth. Find a little space between your top and bottom teeth. If your eyes aren't already closed, go ahead and close them now. And begin to relax the delicate muscles around your eye sockets and around your smile. Let your ears get heavy. And start to bring a little life back to your fingers and toes, giving them a little wiggle. Inhale deeply and intentionally, stretching your arms up overhead. And point your toes and give yourself a really good stretch. And then on your exhale, roll over onto one side of your choice, and cradle your head for a moment in fetal position. You can keep your eyes closed here. And then let your next inhale bring your hand to the floor and press yourself up to a comfortable seat. You can sit cross-legged or on a block. Root down through your sit bones and bring your shoulders over your hips. Palms can be face down or face up on your knees or your thighs. And once your shoulders are over your hips, intentionally stack your vertebrae one on top of the next. Sit up nice and tall. Lift up through the crown of your head. Lift your ears, sides of your waist. And then soften your belly and your face. You can keep your eyes closed or open. And let's just take a couple of breaths here together. Inhale into your belly. Slowly allowing your belly to expand. And then fill your rib cage. And then your heart space. And then once you've inhaled so much that you can't take in any more air, take in just a little bit more. and pause full. And then open your mouth like you're popping a bottle of champagne and exhale, sigh it out. Sigh it out completely. Let your belly contract and draw in as you exhale. Really push out all of that stale air. And then we'll take another inhale together into the belly first, and then the ribs. Really expanding, allowing the belly to get full and big. And then breathe into the heart space. Keep the shoulders relaxed down. Once you're completely full, take in a little bit more and pause full. When you can't hold it any longer, open your mouth and exhale, sigh it all out. And then push out all the stale air. Hold empty for a moment. And then take a few cleansing breaths on your own. I invite you to bring your hands to your heart center or to your third eye as a gesture of honor towards your practice and to everyone who practiced with you today. Thank you for showing up on the mat with me. I wish I could see you all in person. Hopefully, I will be teaching some live in-person classes now that the pandemic is sort of shifting and things are starting to reopen. I really am sorry that I have to miss next week, but you can find my classes. There's a whole slew of them on YouTube now, so feel free to take a couple of replays um, next week, and then I'll definitely keep you guys posted when I'm teaching more classes. Next week I'll be on vacation, and then the week after that we'll resume. I believe construction will still be happening in the house for a while, for the foreseeable future. So I think we're probably going to have to move classes to the evening. I know a few people who will be very happy about that. But I'm also unemployed now, so maybe we'll start offering some more classes. We'll see. But thanks for tuning in with me tonight, and I can't wait to see all of your faces live again someday. Thanks, guys.